While coronavirus spreads across the globe, flu season is in full effect. Coronavirus may be the new disease everyone is talking about, but the flu is still lurking. Which virus should Americans be more worried about, though?
Certainly, influenza is much more likely to affect Americans.
Dr. Eric Brenner, a medical epidemiologist here at the University of South Carolina, has over 40 years of communicable disease experience at the local, state, and international levels. He shared his thoughts on coronavirus and how worried Americans should be.
So on the one hand, when something new is out there, we're naturally very concerned because we don't know about it, but we forget that there are other similar respiratory viruses transmitted the same way that may cause similar infections, which are actually much more common.
CNN estimates that of the 88,000 cases of coronavirus across the globe, 3,000 have been fatal, and of the 89 cases confirmed in the U.S., only 2 have been fatal. According to the World Health Organization, there were roughly 45 million cases of influenza in the United States alone last year, with 61,000 of those cases being fatal. With spring break coming up for most colleges, concerns rise for students who wish to travel. The Center for Health and Wellbeing was unable to provide any comments directly to us. They have, however, posted tips online to help protect yourself and others this flu season. These tips include washing your hands regularly disinfecting surfaces, covering your cough or sneeze, and avoiding others if you are sick. For Carolina News, I'm Todd Heath. The presidential primary candidates are not the only campaigns going on in South Carolina. The office of provost is up for grabs at the university. The finalists are William Tate, Nancy Rappaport, and John Winesek. Tate, the student favorite in the past presidential election, has merged as an early favorite among students yet again. USC junior Uriah Chapman shares his support for Tate.
Stand-up guy, I think that the focus from him would have been on students.
Speaker of the Senate, Davis Latham, also shared his thoughts on Tate and how he might fit the office of the provost.
Obviously, William Tate has shown that he has, exceptional abilities to lead a program.
Tate had over a 90% approval rating among students. However, it was up to the board to elect the president, and they went with Caslin. Caslin assures that there is no bad blood between the two.
He is an incredibly talented candidate.
Forums will be held at the Thomas Cooper Library in the Ernest F. Hollings Special Collections Library Program Room. The dates for each forum are Tuesday, February 11th, Tuesday, February 18th, and Thursday, February 20th, each from 2 to 3 p.m. For Carolina News, I'm Todd Heath.
Tell you what, this is good to see y'all. Amen. Come on, somebody give me a good amen. Come on, let North Augusta know.
The COVID-19 pandemic has forced many organizations and corporations to close their doors to the public. For most churches, this means no Sunday service each week. But for one church, it simply means they need to be more creative. Grace Fellowship Church in North Augusta, South Carolina, already took their message to new platforms by live streaming their services. Now they have found a way to bring their congregation together again safely. The church held a drive-in service this past weekend. Similar to the way drive-in movie theaters work, the church used an FM transmitter to reach every car in the parking lot. Associate Pastor Jonathan Hamilton says while the service was a challenge, it ended up being a huge success.
It was definitely a hurdle to cross and an event to pull off, but it was very cool. Everybody liked it. Everybody loved it. I think we're going to do it again this week.
Hamilton states that there are around 60 online viewers and 40 to 50 cars in the parking lot, with even some new faces, or headlights, showing up. One churchgoer, Christy Heath, showed her excitement for the service.
Our church is like family, and it's like we haven't been with our family for several weeks, so everyone was excited.
The ministry plans to host drive-in services until they're given the all-clear to open their doors again. From North Augusta, South Carolina, Todd Heath, Carolina News.